Okay, go.
Oh wait, do that again?
I'm going to place one, clip the other, and then another strategy that I found is director's chair.
Yep, yep. And action.
Action.
So, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Noah Beek. I'm 28 years old, and I'm from Cranbrook, British Columbia.
Yeah. So, what are you doing at Lakit Lake? What's the goal here?
Oh, climb as many routes as possible on gear. Yeah, that's the goal.
Sweet, man. Sweet. What routes have you done so far?
Well, only a couple so far, I guess. Fully on gear. I guess G.I. Joe, and then Airmail, which is a 12A, and then Redneck Rampage, which is a pretty sweet 13B.
Yeah.
It's the extension of this route called Righteous Redneck.
Yeah. Right on, man. What made you want to climb all these routes on gear?
Oh, that's a very good question. What made me want to climb these routes on gear would definitely be a late friend of mine, Travis Foster. He was kind of the one that really looked at a lot of these routes at Lakit, which is just kind of like a local random crag in Cranbrook. And he was like, hey, you could place lots of pieces in here and still be able to protect it enough. So he was doing that, and of course the kind of the crown line of Lakit is Redneck Rampage, and he was like, oh yeah, there's enough pieces for it to protect. And was it 2020 when he sent it? Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I was just like, oh, of course, Travis.
Yeah, sick. So what else is there to climb on gear at Lakit?
Oh, there's lots of stuff. Yeah, like Stompin' Hippies. I mean, we didn't mention Illicit Engagement, which goes fully on gear, which the director here, Drew, first did on gear. And then another one, Special Forces, which hasn't been done, but I'd like to. Yeah. Lakit is a relatively small local climbing area to Cranbrook. That's all quartzite. It's all kind of like slopey and bubbly and pretty pumpy. It's really kind of where I started climbing. At least like started to, do some harder climbs. And yeah, it's kind of usually just like the local hangout spot. There's a really nice camping area right at the parking lot. And we always kind of have like little camping parties there every spring to kind of reinvigorate everybody into the ascending season after winter. So yeah, it's definitely a special place. Burton's have pretty much figured that out too.
Yeah. When's the best time to climb at Lakit?
Well, depending on who's watching, middle of summer I hear is really, really good. But spring and fall, of course. But yeah, early spring you can. I mean, we've climbed there in January, shirts off, No, that was February. Shirts off in February.
Yeah, the t-shirts in January.
Yeah, t-shirts in January. Yeah.
It's true, yeah. Well, yeah, well, sweet. Why don't you talk us through Redneck Rampage and climbing it on gear?
Yeah, cool. So you start on Righteous Redneck, which is an 11D, pretty short. It just has some decently easy moves, not a lot of gear, up to the this horizontal, and then the crimp crux, and then honestly probably the crux is pulling up onto the ledge, which I don't think I've ever done nice. It's always awkward as hell.
Yeah.
And then a pretty good no hands rest. Then you do a series of big moves to slopers, some crimps up to a really awesome bat hang, no hands rest bat hang, which you can milk for pretty much as long as you want or until your legs fall asleep. Then after that, the brunt of the climb kind of starts. You get some pretty stabby moves in between some holds, up to like a pretty half decent right hand, and then you get like a drop knee out left, and then like a pretty awesome move up to a very natural slopey crimp, and then another pretty good crimp up to a rest. And yeah, all those moves that I just said, you don't really get any gear in between there and the rest, so it's a little spicy. We were thinking that maybe clipping the next pieces I could possibly hit the ledge, which is a little interesting, but you're at a pretty good spot there. After that, you get like a pretty decent shakeout, not really enough to chalk up and play some gear, and then some like pretty steady and jabby climbing up until to the finish. And yeah,
Sick.
that's that climb.
What do you hope to inspire the next generation by climbing these routes on trad, or what's your intention with this?
I don't know if I had any certain intention. I was just really inspired by Travis. I do think it's super cool to kind of look at areas that you've kind of done everything and find new inspiration, and just because you've kind of done everything doesn't mean you are completely done with it.
Yeah.
You can always like make something harder by saying, hey, let's not clip the bolts. Yeah.
What do you remember about Travis? Pretty broad question.
That's
but...
okay. I guess let's just reframe it of like Travis to me was quite an inspiration. It was really when I started getting into climbing and kind of found this friend group that like he was just like in his prime, just like dirtbagging in a van, and I was just like just starting out. I was just like, oh man, like this guy's living the life. Like I want to do what he's doing, and like yeah, he just always had that stoke. Just like the most stoked guy you'll ever meet, and just like so fun and so wild. He's very like punk rock era. Didn't he have like a mohawk or something like that?
Oh yeah, in high school he had like the Liberty spikes.
Yeah, he definitely had that like punk rock kind of stoke to him, you know?
Yeah.
Like
actually, funny story, this is off top. Well, punk rock, he was like, it would have been middle school at Parkland. He wore a leather jacket to school every day, like studded leather jacket with the spiked up mohawk.
Yeah, that's exactly Travis.
Yeah,
so.
and back then he was short too, though. I probably didn't know him back.
Short.
He was like,
rocker.
Maybe 5 foot tall, leather jacket, mohawk.
Yeah. So yeah, he was a really, really big inspiration. He still is. He still is to this day. Quite a big inspiration for me.
Yeah. What
Hey, Alex.
you think we should chop the bolts at Lakit now that they go in gear?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are pretty rusty anyways, so yeah, some of them could probably be chopped anyways, but yeah, Lakit Lake is gonna be a trad climbing destination now. Yeah, early spring.
Yeah. Bring your trad rack.
Bring your trad rack. Yeah.
Woo! Take! Woo! Oh my
Let's
God.
go.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man. Right on.
Yeah!